Hello friends, welcome back to Complete Medical Coding. Today I am here with some important practice questions and also how to let's discuss how to navigate in the CPT codebook. Okay, I had already shown some videos on how to use CPT codebook, how to navigate through the CPT codebook. Okay, still I'm getting some inquiries on how to use the CPT codebook. So if you are watching this video, please keep your CPT codebook ready with you. Then we will start. Okay, we will do it together. Let's find out the codes together. So let's discuss some important practice questions. Along with that, we will check how to navigate through the CPT codebook, how to find the codes from the CPT codebook. Okay. So before moving to the video, friends, if you are new to the channel, please subscribe. So let's start with the questions. Okay. The first question. A patient suffering from an abdominal aortic aneurysm involving a renal artery undergoes endovascular repair deploying a fenestrated visceral autograft using two visceral artery endoprostheses. Radiological supervision and interpretation was performed. What is the correct CPT code for this procedure? Okay. So, here the patient is having abdominal, the patient is suffering from abdominal aortic aneurysm. In short form, you might get it as AAA, AAA. Okay. Abdominal aortic aneurysm. So, the patient is having currently abdominal aortic aneurysm. Okay. And then which involves endovascular repair, deploying a fenestrated visceral autograft using two visceral artery endoprostheses. Radiological supervision and interpretation was performed. Okay, so here you have to code for the correct CPT code. So here, if you are seeing one question, if you are seeing any question, first you have to take out the key point. Then according to that, you need to find the code from the index. Okay. So here the patient is having abdominal aortic aneurysm, right? So you have to take the, you have to check for abdominal aortic aneurysm from the index page. Alright. So go to the index page. Okay. The index page is at the extreme back side of the CPT codebook. Go to the index page and take, see, abdominal aortic aneurysm is a 3-word. So from that you have to, what is the main word? Aneurysm. Aneurysm is the main word. And aneurysm which occurs in the abdominal aorta. So aneurysm you have to search when you go to the index page. Okay. So go to the index page and take aneurysm. So let's take the index page. I am already in the, since this is the first question, I had already taken the CPT codebook, the index page of CPT. Okay. So go to CPT, take, it is alphabetical wise, take aneurysm. So you can see the heading aneurysm repair. Under aneurysm, now you have to find out abdominal aortic aneurysm. Or abdominal aorta you have to find out. Okay. So if you can see aneurysm repair, I hope you had already seen. I hope you have already got aneurysm repair. Okay, so under that aneurysm repair, you can see abdominal aorta, right? So just beside abdominal aorta, you can see some CPT code books mentioned. I mean CPT codes mentioned. 3483, the CPT code ranges. Okay, that you have to take. So that is 34830 to 34832, 34845 to 34848, 35081, 35103. Some CPT codes have mentioned. So from that you have to identify which is our correct answer, our correct CPT code. Okay. So go to 3484830, whatever mentioned in your CPT code book. Take that CPT code first. I'm going to take the first one. 34830. Three four 830 is what is showing in my index page. Okay, so the range is mentioned 34830 till 35103. It goes on like that. So from that we have to identify what is our correct answer, our correct code. So first is mentioned 34830. So just read it out. What is 34830? Open repair of infrarenal aortic aneurysm or dissection plus repair of associated arterial trauma. No, this is not the one which we need. Now 34830 to 832 it is mentioned. So 831 and 832. 831 is the same, open repair of infrarenal aortic aneurysm, aortobiliac processes, that is also wrong. Again 34832 is aortobiofemoral prosthesis, that is also wrong. So that category is finished. Now 34845. 34842. Sorry, 34842. So you need to go and take 34842. 34841, 34842, 34841, 34842. Go and take that. 34841 and 34842. Yeah. So what is 34841? Endovascular repair of visceral aorta, example aneurysm, pseudoaneurysm, dissection, yeah, versus aneurysm. That is the correct one. Okay. Penetrating ulcer, all those by deployment of a fenestrated visceral aortic endograft and all associated radiological supervision and interpretation, including targets zone, angioplasty when performed, including one visceral artery endoprosthesis. And 34842 is including two visceral artery endoprosthesis. Yes, this is the exact description, the exact the CPT code that we need. Two visceral artery endoprosthesis, right? Sometimes instead of two visceral and artery endoprosthesis, they might give, see what is mentioned in the bracket in the code 34842. Superior mesenteric, celiac or renal artery, like that also they can give. Okay. So here everything is mentioned as per the description. Endovascular repair of visceral aorta, that is abdominal aortic aneurysm, is written in the bracket aneurysm, including two. So all those description along with that, deploying a fenestrated visceral autograft or two visceral artery endoprosthesis. So the correct, we got the correct CPT code as 34842. Okay, so this is the correct CPT code that we need. So the answer is CPT code 34842. Okay. So because I'm explaining so much, maybe that's why it could be a reason. See, I already took, I think, almost 6 to 7 minutes. But for you to answer a single question, you are getting hardly 2 minutes time. So you have to read the question first and answer it carefully. Then only you can save time. Okay. Now, what is the second question? Going to second question. Physician changes the old battery to a new one on a patient's dual chamber permanent pacemaker. What CPT codes are reported? So old battery, the physician has changed the old battery to a new one, to the patient's dual chamber pacemaker, permanent pacemaker. So you have to code for the insertion of the pacemaker, right? Insertion of pacemaker, but this is something like changing the old one and inserting a new one. Removal of the old one and inserting a new one. Okay. So you have to go for pacemaker. Go to index page. Go to index page. Check for pacemaker. Check for the Alphabet pacemaker. P. Pacemaker. Pacemaker. Where is it? So we are searching pacemaker. Okay, go to pacemaker. I think you might have got it. Sorry friends, I am still searching. Pacemaker. Yeah. When you get pacemaker, see it's mentioned there below that. See cardiac assist devices. Oh my god. So it means you have to check cardiac assist devices. Go to C again. So all pacemaker headings it will come under cardiac assist devices. So now you have to take that, which is same as pacemaker. Yeah. So when you take cardiac assist devices, below that you can find pacemaker system. See pacemaker system, and in that also under pacemaker system also there are so many subheadings like device evaluation, insertion, electrode, pulse generator system, relocation, removal, repair, replacement, repositioning. So all those things are mentioned below pacemaker. Okay, so from that you have to identify which one you need. So here what is the one that we need? Here what does the physician do? The physician change the old battery to a new one. So it means it's a replacement, right? It's not an insertion of a new one, but it's a replacement. So you have to check under replacement. Under pacemaker system, go to replacement. Yeah, replacement. Again, under replacement, again there are subheadings: catheter or electrode, pulse generator. So which is the one that we need? You have to select that. Is it an electrode or catheter? No, this is not a catheter insertion. This is a pacemaker insertion. So pulse generator. So you have to go to the option pulse generator. So what are the codes showing under pulse generator? The code ranges is from 33227 to 33229. So now take that 33227. Now again go to our cardiovascular system, 30,000 series. Yeah. Take 333. What is that? Yeah, 33227. Open 33227. I hope you are also doing the same along with me. You people might be fast in taking. I'm so sorry, I'm little slow. So 33227 and 3322 till 33229. Let's see what it is. So what is 33227? Removal of permanent pacemaker pulse generator with replacement of a pacemaker pulse generator single lead system 33227, and 33228 is the same but dual lead system, and 33229 is multiple lead system. Ours is dual chamber pacemaker, so dual lead system. Okay, so 33228 is the CPT code that we need. Removal of a permanent pacemaker with replacement of a pulse generator, dual lead system. So the correct CPT code here is 33228. Okay, I'm going back to index again. I'm not changing that page so that we can use it for the next question. Third one. An infant born at 33 weeks underwent 5 photocoagulation treatments to both eyes due to retinopathy of prematurity at 6 months of age. The physician used an operating microscope during these procedures. These treatments occurred once per day for a defined treatment period of 5 days. How would you report all of these services? Okay. So here the infant which was born at 33 weeks, so 33 weeks infant, it's understood that the patient is premature. The baby is premature, right? But this is not a maternity case that or a infant related, delivery related. This is not that CPT code that you need to code. But what is the condition of the child, of the infant? Underwent 5 photocoagulation treatments. So here photocoagulation treatments we have to code. Photocoagulation treatments to both eyes due to retinopathy of prematurity at 6 months of age. Yeah, 6 months of age. Retinopathy. Photocoagulation treatments to both eyes due to retinopathy of prematurity at 6 months of age. So here now the child is 6 months of age. Okay, an infant born at 33 weeks. That this child was born on 33 weeks. That was a history that is mentioned here. This child undergoes 5 photocoagulation treatments to both the eyes because of retinopathy. Okay, because of retinopathy and because of the prematurity. So now let's start taking. And then here the physician has used operating microscope. All these are additional. So what we need is we have to take the retinopathy. Go to retinopathy. That is the main point that you have to look for. Retinopathy, photocoagulation treatments, all those you have to find it out. Anyway, go to retinopathy. When you take retinopathy, yes, retinopathy, under retinopathy, you can see what is our point? 5 photocoagulation treatments to both eyes due to retinopathy. So under retinopathy, what is the treatment done for the retinopathy, right? It's a photocoagulation treatment done. So you have to conclude in the photocoagulation treatment. So go to retinopathy, take treatment. What is the treatment done in retinopathy? So under retinopathy, you can see many headings: detection, destruction, treatment, macular degeneration. We need a treatment, right? So go to treatment. And what type of treatment was carried out? Again, below treatment, there are headings: cryotherapy, photocoagulation, preterm infant. It is photocoagulation, right? Preterm infant is also same, correct, but photocoagulation treatment, that is what we need. So go to that code, CPT code. It's a preterm infant only, 33. If you take that preterm infant also, you will get the answer same, because because we already reached the final point, the destination, right? In retinopathy, treatment of retinopathy for a preterm infant or photocoagulation, both are same. Anyway, let's find it out. Let's conclude how it is same. I'll tell you how it is same. So if you take photocoagulation, 67228 and 67229. I already took it before. Go to 67228 and 67229. Okay. 67228 is treatment of extensive or progressive retinopathy, example diabetic retinopathy, photocoagulation. And what is 67229? Treatment of extensive or progressive retinopathy, 1 or more sessions, preterm infant. See, that is why I was telling you, it's a preterm infant, already a term mentioned in the index. Below treatment, below retinopathy, under treatment it is mentioned preterm infant. So since in the question, since our case is preterm infant, the answer will be that same code only, preterm infant code. Okay, not the other one, photocoagulation. Anyway, because from that itself we will get all as the same. So treatment of extensive or progressive retinopathy, 1 or more sessions, preterm infant less than 37 weeks gestation at birth. Yes, at birth the child was 33 weeks. Okay, performed from birth up to 1 year of age. So from birth up to 1 year, this procedure is carried out. So here now in our case, procedure is going to carried out at the 6 months of age. So this is the same, photocoagulation or cryopathy. Yeah, and then down below it's mentioned for bilateral use modifier 50, along with all these codes. So we got the correct CPT code as 67229, and since it is the retinopathy is for both the eyes, you have to mark it with modifier 50. Okay, so 67229 with modifier 50 is our correct CPT code. Alright. Now, fourth question. John was hospitalized for a repair of a laceration to his left conjunctiva by mobilization and rearrangement. How would you report this procedure? Okay. So, John was hospitalized for a repair of laceration. So, repair of laceration is the procedure that we need to code. Okay, repair of laceration to his left conjunctiva by mobilization and rearrangement. Okay, so let's take laceration. Go to index page and take laceration. And since you know this is also, see, the laceration to his left conjunctiva. So, it means it's also related to, this case is also related to the eyes. So, it will be 60,000 series. So, you can, while checking the index page, simultaneously you can take the 60,000 series as well. So, it will be easy for you to find out the code. Okay. So, repair of laceration is the one that we need to code. So, which word you will be taking from the index? Laceration. So, go to laceration and then repair. Laceration. Laceration repair. See, if you take laceration repair, they are mentioning below to go to see repair laceration. So, you have to take that now. So, take repair, then laceration. They are telling to take like that. Find it like that. PQR. Yeah, repair. PQRs. So, REP. So, if you take repair, below repair, again take laceration. Okay, because this is repair of laceration. Yeah, I got repair. Take below that you have to take laceration. Laceration, yeah. And what laceration this is? Conjunctiva. So below laceration, you have to take conjunctiva. But if you take laceration, there are no codes. I think you need to take conjunctiva. Conjunctiva laceration. Laceration repair of left conjunctiva. As per their advice, we are here taking repair, again laceration. But if you check that, if you can check under repair, under that laceration, what are the laceration, where are the, what are the important codes in under below laceration or the points mentioned under laceration? It's only diaphragm, esophagogastric, mouth, palate, stomach and tongue. Only these lacerations are mentioned below the heading laceration. So what you need to do, if you can't find, you can't take anything from this, right? Because our part is conjunctiva, which is in the eyes. So which is in the eye. So eye is not mentioned here. So what you need to do? You need to go to eye under repair. Okay. We are still in repair laceration, but instead of laceration, take repair eye. So under repair, go to eye, then check whether you are getting that conjunctiva word, laceration conjunctiva. So take eye. Yes, I got eye. Below eye, you can see conjunctiva. Yes. Like that, you need to find out. If you can't find one word from a particular point, you have to search the similar words. Okay. I mean the next word. So, eye. Under eye. Under repair, go to repair first. Take eye. then conjunctiva, you will get the code. The range is 65270 to 65273. So now take 65270. I already took that 60,000 CDs because we know I is from 60,000 CDs. So 65270 and 65273 is mentioned. So from that you have to find out what is our correct code. Repair of laceration 65270 is repair of laceration conjunctiva with or without non-perforating laceration sclera direct closure. And what is 65273? Repair of laceration conjunctiva by mobilization and rearrangement with hospitalization. Yes, here it is mobilization and rearrangement, right? So the correct CPT code here is 65273. 65273 is the correct CPT code here. Repair of laceration conjunctiva by mobilization and rearrangement with hospitalization. So you have to mark 65273 along with modifier left LT because it is on the left eye, left conjunctiva. So mark it with modifier LT. Since the procedure is being carried out on the left eye, you have to mark that. Okay, LT like that. If it is right, mark it as RT. If it is bilateral, usually they will mention in the description below the code whether we need to add modifier 50 or not for bilateral cases. If it's not mentioned, no need to mark. Otherwise, sometimes in the description they will mention whether it is bilateral or not. Okay. Now moving to the fifth question. Fifth question. A 2-year-old Hispanic male has a chalazion on both upper and lower lid of the right eye. He was placed under general anesthesia. With a 11 number blade, the chalazion was incised and a small curette was then used to retrieve any granulomatous material on both lids. What code should be used for this procedure? So here, chalazion, the patient is having chalazion. Okay. So you have to code for chalazion. Excision of chalazion. So now, the 2-year-old male has chalazion on both upper and lower lid of the right eye, and the procedure is carried out under general anesthesia as per the question. Now, what is the procedure carried out? With a 11 number blade, the chalazion was incised and a small curette was then used to retrieve any granulomatous material. So it means the incision has made and then using the 11 number blade, the incision has been done and then that small curette was used to retrieve any granulomatous material. So it means retrieving, removing or excising. That's another word for excision. Okay. So here excision of chalazion is being carried out. Anyway, let's go and take chalazion from index. That is the first thing that you need to do. Go and take chalazion. Go to C, CH. See, for examinations, you don't have to do like this because you will get directly as you know, you will get directly options. You can go and check with each and every option. But that is only for examination. When you go for interviews, when you go for like medical coding interviews, medical coding jobs, they won't give you any options, right? So for that you have to learn now itself you have to learn how to take the CPT code, how to find out how to take the CPT code like that. Okay. So it's always good to learn like this. Now chalazion. Yeah. Chalazion excision is what we are doing. So if you take chalazion, you can see below excision is mentioned. Below that, multiple different lids, same eyelid. If it is multiple chalazion. Okay. Different lids and same eyelid. It is a single chalazion and then under anesthesia. So here
This is both upper and lower lid of the right eye. So it means single eyelid, not eyelid, single chelation is carried out. But in our question it is mentioned he was placed under general anesthesia. So here the procedure excision is carried out under anesthesia. So under anesthesia there is another code here again. Down it is mentioned under anesthesia 67808. So let's go and check whether that is correct or not. 67808. What is 67808? 800 is excision of chalazion single. 67808 excision of chalazion under general anesthesia requiring hospitalization, single or multiple. So this, if the anesthesia is carried out or if anesthesia is mentioned in the question, then whether it is single chalazion or multiple chalazion, whatever it is, this is the code if anesthesia is carried out. Okay, so 67808 is our correct CPT code. So 67808 is our answer. All right. So hope you like this video. So I just came today with some examples or with some practice questions for how to practice, how to go through the CPT codebook. It is always important. It is always useful to learn like this, so that your future will be good. Because when you go for, as I told you earlier, when you go for interviews and all, this will make you very useful. Okay, don't only focus for examination. Examination is only a basic thing. If you learn like this, even you can easily find the code from the options as well in the examination, during the examination. Okay, now we are taking too much of time for finding one CPT code, but for examination, since they are giving options, it is easy for you to identify. Okay, so hope you like this video. If you like, please share it among your friends. Okay, and for those who are new to the channel, please support me by subscribing to the channel. And those who have already subscribed, stay tuned, friends. Thank you so much for all your support. And I'll be coming back again in the next episode with few more practice questions. Okay, we will be doing this same for few more videos. Then I'll be coming back again with some important chapters in between. Then more questions, everything we will be doing all together. Okay, we will be doing one by one in between. So thank you so much and stay tuned, friends. Bye, take care.